Welcome to the Don't Play With Me podcast. I am your host, Shankita Brantley. And today, I hope y'all didn't think that I forgot to post anything. I did not. I have been busy. I have had a busy weekend with the restaurant and everything. And then we have other events and stuff and running around. But I suppose I had a guest speaker and she was not fully prepared to film, so I had to find something else. I had to come up with something else, and I was trying to figure out what the topic was going to be. And I like it, when it's like that. And I'm like, Dawn, what am I going to talk about? What I need to say, this, or whatever. And I happened to open up, I think it was my Facebook, and I seen one of my friends that had posted something about accountability. And it had previously did a thing on accountability where I talked about me holding myself accountability, but what she posted was now holding the person that hurt you accountable and what that looked like. So that was good. I was saying to myself, like, what I'm gonna do, and I was already thinking about doing that. So again, when I prayed, like, okay, what should I talk about? And when I saw that, I'm like, oh yes, that's right on time. That's right on time. That's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about what that looks like when you're holding somebody else accountable for what they have done wrong to you, and them taking ownership. And if not taking ownership, what does that look like for you as the next step? That's something. Holding someone accountable. That's something that's very important. It is important to distinguish between holding someone accountable for their action compared to holding someone accountable for your feelings. We control our own emotions, but they control their behavior, which is two different things.
But only you and him should know.
Chill, George. Welcome to the Don't Play With Me podcast. I was in the middle of filming, so can you see, I had these people at the bar that was interrupting my filming. Hey. Okay. We're going to have to, because I did not bring my second mic, but we're going to make it what it is. What was your question?
My question was self-sabotage when you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship and you've been in multiple relationships in the past that seemed too good to be true, or things were going too bad, and genuinely it ended up being what you thought it was going to be, just horrible. So now you're mentally traumatized, and things are going well, and you're in a relationship with this guy, and you're just traumatized, and everything's just going right, everything's just going fine, but it's just in your mind. It's just I can't believe that this is happening. This ain't for me. So now I just have to walk away because it's too good.
Okay, so why would you feel that it's not for you and you're in the relationship? Why
Traumatized.
Right, so why do you feel that you don't deserve to be in a relationship that's benefiting you, you're benefiting him, and everything is flowing?
From my past and his past also. Like, we have a kitchen table relationship, everything that we go through, everything we deal with, we discuss amongst each other. Hey, I gotta do this. Hey, I gotta do this. I gotta go, and my ex car broke down, so I might have to take her to work. Like, we have a kitchen table relationship, everything's open. But for me, all because you state that you're doing something doesn't mean that you're being genuine with me. Okay. Like, you're just stating it just so I know. Okay. But what's the underlying, what are you doing outside of it? Because once you tell me that, I don't hear from you. Oh, I gotta drop my friend, my ex off. So why can't I hear from you after you drop her off? Why you ignore my calls after that?
And that was getting ready to be my question.
Yeah,
if he's saying this and he's headed there, or
6:30 in the morning, never fell.
Okay, so when you mentioned it to him, because at first I was doing my first reporting on, I did one about accountability, me holding myself accountable for whatever it is that I have done. But when I was in the kitchen, I was doing a second reporting on holding the person accountable of how you made me feel. You did X, Y, Z, and this is how it made me feel. They can't control our emotions, but they can control their behavior. And that was one of the things that I was saying when I was filming in the kitchen. So now that you're saying it, are you holding him accountable? Are you having these conversations with him?
I'm having this conversation with him, but he's holding it as if though, oh, we're open, I tell you everything I'm doing, so it should be okay. I told you that this is happening. I told you that this is what I'm doing. But then I'm like, okay, so why couldn't you answer after? I gave you some time to go and take care of work, this and that. Oh, I fell asleep. Oh, I'm tired. So if that's the case, if it continues to happen day by day, then you should pick up a pattern like, if this is making her upset, maybe I should be like, hey, I just dropped her off. I'm going to go to bed. Good night.
I just gave this definition to say when you are taking responsibility of what you have done to someone, it is basically stepping back and saying, how am I going to make these changes? How I'm going to prevent you from feeling the way that you're feeling, because it is not what I'm doing, but it's about all your emotions, your feelings, and everything else. So, and if it does not change, what are you willing to accept? What are you willing to continue to put up with? What are you willing to change to say, but this is not, I don't want to feel like this, and I don't want to continue
Because
to
there's
feel
been multiple
this.
times I've expressed it to him, and he said he went to sleep. So between the time you dropping her off at work, you couldn't message me from them 20 minutes from dropping her off to get home that you dropping her off. I just went to sleep. Now you text me in the morning. Good morning. Oh, I want to see what to text back. Multiple times. You can, like, that does not make sense to me.
How,
I just don't understand that. Then what? Then what? Or are you really dropping her off? You should really work a night shift?
Are you just picking her up and out alone?
Because the thing is, I spend most of the nights with him. So I asked my brother, I said, hey, I told my brother about the situation. I'm like, I spend like 3 of the nights out with him, and then the other nights he don't really talk to me afterwards. So he's just like, okay, what do you say when you talk to other? Oh, I'm dropping off such and such. But then he doesn't mention me. My brother's like, he's spending all this time with you, so you can be like, oh, since we spent so much time together, I shouldn't bother him for the other nights that we're not together. Because, oh, she should be asleep, or she should be, she had too much time with me, so she's not occupied or worried about what I'm doing.
okay, but is this an open relationship?
No.
Or just open communication?
We're open communication, not open relationship. We tell each other everything, but I think he uses that as a front to be like, since I told you, it should be okay.
Okay, so at this point, you have to put a stop to what you don't want anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he's going, put it like this, if it has happened multiple times, meaning more than one, and it's consistent, how long have you all been dating?
3.5 months.
And if it's been happening 3.5 months, at some point, you have to say to yourself, what am I willing to put up with and what I'm not? One thing
We
about
just
me,
told each other we loved each other a couple days ago.
for the first
For
time,
the first time.
okay,
Well,
then
about
it's
the
fine.
time.
But
And
that's
you
just
can love each
conversation,
other.
though.
I do love him.
No,
You
no,
can,
no,
and
no,
it's
no, no.
okay. But that doesn't mean that you have to deal with what he gives
Every
you.
woman would like to hear the word, I love
Hey y'all,
you.
this is George. George talking. George is
Every woman like to hear the word.
he's the bar
But the
security.
reality of it is, the action behind the word you say.
Correct. So now, I mean that's fine.
He does give the actions of what he
No,
says.
it gotta be
The
action.
actions he gives me that when he say he gives the actions up, but only in a certain time frame, not 24/7. He can say one thing, get the actions of it within 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but what happens within the 4th and 5th day? I don't know nothing about the 4th and 5th day. I don't know nothing about it. You're ghost within the 4th and 5th day, but I spent time
And
with
this
you.
is consistently every
Yeah,
week.
I spent time with you 3 out of the fucking 7 days of the week.
Okay, so
Okay, so what is your worth, baby? What is your worth?
Now you don't know me the rest of the day.
No, what is your worth? What's so spectacular about him that you're putting yourself in this? Guess what?
Doesn't
Right
matter.
now, you're here with us. Where is he?
Picking up his girl to go to work.
So
He got to drop her off at work.
and you know that, right?
He got to drop
That's
her
my
off
whole
at work.
point. You know it's something
You know, all you
happening,
there
right?
not to talk to him.
No. You know it's something happening. Why he ain't coming?
He got to drop his ex off
that quality
to work
time.
because her car don't work.
okay.
You know it's something happening. Something going on somewhere.
But then he won't tell me, oh, I'm home from dropping her off. I'm home. I can text him right now. Hey, nothing.
Yeah, because you have put yourself in a position to accept what he's giving you. And what you're telling him is that, okay, week by week, okay, even though I know it's gonna make her mad or she may say something about it, but she's still gonna be here. Even though it may make her upset, she's still gonna be here. So at
I learned that
some
from
point-
I think I learned that from your first episode. Still gonna be here no matter what you do, as long as you accept it.
Cause you know
Accept
that
the
you're
line.
gonna-
I think I learned that from your first or second episode.
Yeah.
And if you
No, some
continue,
people
they
got the
only
wrong-
gonna do as much
No,
as you
no,
allow
no.
them to do.
That's
If
bullshit.
wait a minute, George, if I had stayed in a situation to downgrade myself from being in a relationship with somebody to a sneak or a side, no, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I always say I know my worth. I know my worth. If I was younger, I would have played the game. So guess what? I would have had somebody on the side too. I'm older. I don't have time for all that. I just don't. And I'm not going to put myself in that predicament, nor am I going to allow anyone to think it's
bring
okay
you
to do
down
what
to
you
your-
It's
do.
so hard because I'm one of those types that always deal with one person at a time, so it's hard for me to juggle or go even to have Stella get her groove back and go and deal with other people. Like I can't, it's hard for me to deal with, I can't juggle multiple people.
I can't.
So it
do
makes me
that.
like feel like I put my all into one person,
And
but
I
I can't have my other foot into this other pool. Like it's hard for me to do that.
It's,
you're
and
done with
me
him.
too. I said that before, but I told you.
So how do you know? I need this.
My son was like, "Mama, you need to," but that's just not me, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
I care not to or whatever. And like I said, if I was younger than shit, I probably would have. These young people have access to so many dating websites and all this stuff. I'm more of the old school. I don't have
Organic.
time for all that. And if I meet somebody or whatever, it'll probably take me longer compared to somebody that I already knew in the past or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you're not going to depreciate my values for nothing.
That's right.
It is nothing about you that I will allow you to depreciate my value at any point. At any point. So if that means that I have to be by myself a couple of months or whatever the case may be, then I will. I even said it before, even though I did date, but from my divorce up until I met Mr., I think it was, or not met, me and Mr. got together, I think it had been like 4 years. Because in between those dating, I knew like, these niggas ain't the ones for me. But I went out, I entertained, going to eat, whatever the case may be. But I knew then
But you knew that they wasn't for you.
it was not for me not to be running a relationship and all that. No, it wasn't. I ain't letting no nigga
And my
appreciate my value.
discernment has told me that this is not the man for me, only because of our beliefs.
Okay, so then.
And I just been holding on to like what could be opposed to what he's telling me what
What
it
is
is.
it for?
He has an 18-year-old, 10-year-old. He don't want any more kids. I don't have any kids. I would like kids.
Okay.
We had a conversation. He's like maybe He played dangerous. Don't get me wrong. PG-13. He played dangerous. So it's like, I don't know. But he was saying he don't want kids. I really do.
Have you said that multiple times?
Yeah, he still wants. But he's always
He was adamant about it.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think that'll work with that. Like, it's just the people that we met mutually, our mutual friends, the circles that he hangs around. I don't think that he's ready to leave that circle or just take a step back from the people that entices him to do certain things. And for me, I'm ready to take a step back. I'm extremely ready to take a step back from any friends that I have about certain things to build a certain relationship. But he's not ready for that. He wants to be single.
Yeah, as female, a lot of times we put ourselves in these, or I'm not gonna say put ourselves, let me take that back. As females, a lot of times we hold ourselves in these situations just because, oh, we love them, or just because, you know, I care for them, or just because.
Or let them put us in different categories, like put us in certain, you for this, you for that, or this person for this, like, you know what I'm saying? Already got to map out how they want to do
Wishing
it.
and praying that they would change.
And they already got it in their
would
mind.
change, and everything. We're older, we shouldn't even be in the position of trying to change nobody, unless you don't have a baby and change them diapers.
No, that means, no, that means,
Because they
At
should
the
want
wrong
to
time,
change.
no.
The same way. Shut up, George. The same way that you literally just said. You just said is that I'm willing to walk away from some friends to build this relationship or whatever the case may be because you're seeing in yourself this is the changes that you want to make, meaning that he has to be able to agree and want to make changes to accommodate you.
And even after him, the same changes that I want to make with him, I still want to make without him. Those are changes that I've learned with him. That what I want with my partner, the friends and stuff that I do, that's the changes I really want to make within myself. So I'm okay with making these changes for a lifetime thing. So I love that I learned this by being with him. I love that I learned that I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to have these type of relationship with people with him. So I love that it's not really like upholding by him and his decisions or how he feel about me. Like I really genuinely make these life changes without him.
Good. And you know what? It's gonna come for you. You don't listen. You
I
don't
know
have
so
to
much.
compromise nothing. Even you don't have to compromise if it does not fit within what you're trying to do. You don't have to compromise it. Not now.
yeah,
Not now. You got a ring on your finger. Gotta walk down that aisle. Then that's what compromise.
But he never asked me to. I think it's just me as a woman. I've done my nurturing and my providing compromises
I
for
was just gonna
myself.
say that. How do you?
For myself. He never turned down
Accept bare
anything. He
minimum
just
when you give
accepted
your
it.
all. Say for instance, they claim it's all they have to give you, but you know it could be more. But the way
How do you know? You're expecting. That's your expectation. If they're telling you, how can you tell somebody they can give you more? That's like saying you can give me more money. You don't know what's in my pocket. No, that's all I have in my pocket, and you're, you know what I'm saying, trying to dig, and you getting at the balloon. No, that's your expectation.
That's just
that
a
you're
facade. I can tell you what you
expecting,
want.
or you can see something in them that they can't see in themselves. But that's not for you to continue to hold on.
And you only doing it just
We
for them.
have to be okay with letting bullshit go when it needs to be flushed down the toilet.
I'm
Like,
so
for
people
real.
person. I don't like people getting people hurting me. I'm such an empath. Hurting people hurts me.
Yeah.
I'm the one that like I never broke up with a man or anything. Like I never wouldn't want to leave. I always did things to make someone leave me because I don't like hurting someone. Even with my friendships, if we're going through something, I would rather them like end it or start something. So I don't like being
So you
the
got
one
that big heart?
like I don't like being the one that ends the relationship. I make it turn around like that. Like I don't like to be that one. If there's something ending, I want you to end it opposed to me. So it's kind of hard. So I will stick around long enough until you end the relationship, then
Oh,
I
I
end.
see what you're saying.
Okay, so ask yourself why.
I know why. I know why. For me personally, I it's just from trauma, like just past in my past and stuff. I lost 3 siblings of mine, like blood siblings. I lost one of my sisters, she was killed by her boyfriend. I lost one sibling, like suicide, and I lost another one by overdose. And I felt like every single time that happened, like I was at arm's reach, they reached out to me and I didn't answer the phone or something. So it's like for me, I feel like I can save everybody by like a phone call. They need me. They want me. They need me. So somebody call. They need me. Somebody this. I can't like disregard what they're feeling. My feelings are like, what if this is happening? What if this is happening? So like, because I dealt with this, and this was all within 3 years. So 3 siblings, 3 years. I'm like, dang, I can't disregard nobody's feelings. The only feelings I can disregard is my own, because I'm strong. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I gotta be the one that have everybody else end it but me. Because when you end it, then you're okay. I'm gonna be okay.
I have been through that situation. Or don't. Yeah. Let them lead me, like, because I know it's hard for me to lead them. And like you said, sit around until you like, even if you play nonchalant or don't pay them no mind, but they gonna call you, gonna pick up. It might be 3 weeks online.
My siblings call, I didn't pick up. Next thing you know, something happened. That's how I got a call answer. Oh, now we're together until you break up with me.
No, that is trauma, and it's not your fault either way. It could have possibly, for one, we're not like you can't control anything.
Yeah.
And however life works out, then that's just the way the life works out for it to happen. You know, you can't control it. That's not on you, and you can't hold that burden on yourself saying, if I would have answered, if I would have answered, I would have answered, but you don't know. What if you would have answered and then it's something else and it still happened? True, but you don't hold that burden on you because now you're taking trauma from something else, a different situation, into relationship.
And that's my biggest problem. That right there is my biggest problem. What I take from my relationship, friendship and relationship.
Yeah.
I can't let go. I hold on. I fight for every relationship. Even if it's good for me, I know it's bad for me. I fight on it until they let me go. I don't let go of nobody until they let me go.
No, you can't do that.
Never hold
You
on
got
to
to love
yourself,
yourself
man.
enough to say,
That's my
this
biggest
is not,
problem.
this not for me.
That's my biggest
I love me more than I love you.
Yeah,
Walk
you
away.
should see it.
That's my biggest crime.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Right.
You're holding
That's my
yourself
whole
in
point.
bondage.
You should see it.
Can't do it yet. I haven't learned how to do that.
You should see it.
I didn't
I
learn
feel
how
like
to
as
do
I
it.
get older, it gets easier for me because being a teen mom and dealing with trauma and kids and past relationships and high school friendship, it's easier now. I'll let go faster than I did before. Like I won't hold on, but mentally, like I told you last time, me personally, it'd be a get back for me to hurt David. And you, like you said, that's a waste of time. So you're like,
I can't
feel
even
like
go
you
to
need to
sleep
get
with my phone about
just
it.
leave them alone.
They gotta be loud. I gotta hear beneath me in the middle of the night.
Like you're putting yourself through that trauma.
I know. Everybody look to me forever.
Okay, so how about you start even now? Sleep. I know, it may be. Sleep with that phone on vibrate. Start off with
I
that.
don't be getting no sleep. I just told you, I said I never get no sleep. I ain't gonna get no sleep. I be like, oh my god, my brother, my boy, he's calling me. Cause every time I get phone calls from my people at night, it's always something bad. So I'm like, why they calling me right now at this time? Oh.
No, I'm telling you, you gotta take one step towards it. You start with one night. Just one night.
And then I told you my parents were old, man. They had me when they was in their late 40s.
It's okay.
I gotta hear what it
You got too much on you. You got too much
Still
on you.
here.
You do.
I'm here.
Start
I'm
with
here because of
Still
me.
here
one night.
to make a change about all that.
No, my parents is only here because of me. Trust
Why? You still here.
If y'all haven't
You
met
still
George,
got kids.
George is always here at the restaurant.
me.
He
George is gonna
always,
be a main character.
he always got an opinion about something. He sit over in the corner.
You want to be the star of the show.
I don't want to be the star of the show. I wish I was. I wish I was. I'm wish I wasn't that one that everybody came to. I'm supposed to be the one that I come to people. Everybody, even my older siblings, they're in their 50s. They come to me for relief. My siblings who's 30, 40 come to me and they relief. They come to me for money. Everybody comes to me for money. Everybody comes to me to release their feelings. I'm the youngest sibling of 10. I shouldn't be that one.
That's because God purposed something in you.
I shouldn't be
The
that
other
way.
ones don't have.
I shouldn't be that way.
Maybe God got a purpose.
I don't have, who do I have?
You need to figure out what your purpose is.
I know my purpose. I help people. I have my drive. I have my drive every year. I have my soul drive. I give back to the homeless. I give back to people. I go without with everything. Like I'm a nurturing person. That's why like with my relationships, my friendships, everything like that, I don't overexert myself. But the one thing that I have to learn is who is acceptable of that favor.
Or who deserves it.
Yeah, not
That's what
everybody
I'm
can
dealing
get
with.
it. Because when I start doing to everybody, I'm left with nothing.
So how long
So
are
I'm
you
left
gonna
with nothing. So I give it to everybody, and that's why everybody like you're being abused.
You're getting drained.
And nobody can tell me. I can't tell nobody no. That's one thing I have to learn. Somebody say something, you're like I say, okay, yeah.
Listen, you gonna have to
Yeah.
listen. You gonna
Because
have
I
to
think I'm
start
very
somewhere.
much-
Somewhere you gonna have to start. If you're gonna start by first turning that phone off and getting you some rest, or you gonna have to start by saying no.
My dad
Let
taught
your
me
no
that.
be no and your yes be yes. So if you don't want to start with the phone,
My dad
start
taught me
with
that.
the no. Because I had to do this. This was
You know
years
what a
ago.
person is?
I got an answer for my dad now.
You gonna call you in the night too?
He do. I have to know. He has, and he left the VA one day, and my heart stopped. And I had to go to the VA, but he was okay. I had to.
Start somewhere. You gotta find somewhere to start. You got a whole lot of shit. Like you got to start somewhere. So then start letting your nose be nose and your yes be yes. We gonna leave the phone on right now. But let your nose be nose and your yes
What's
be
my
yes.
nose?
Or she could turn it down a little bit at least.
What's my nose? I don't have a
No.
nose.
Anybody ask you for something that they normally do, just say no.
But if you ask me for it, I mean,
You don't even gotta say no. Like right now, I don't have it. I don't care if you
No, just like
Just
no.
say no.
I had to start doing that. Because
Because
my
How you say
like,
no?
yes, can I yes, can you do yes? And I'm the one ripping and running, I'm tired. At some point, like, hey, and I said, no, I cannot. I have X, Y, Z to do. Can you find somebody else to do it?
So
Or you
basically,
do
no
it.
sugarcoat.
If I can't shoot.
now I got a bill, now nobody have me.
Mine's was no. And I left it just like that. Because I'm ripping running, I'm stressing myself, I'm stressing my body out, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
So when you first started doing that, how did you feel?
When I first said no, like,
did you feel like you let them down? Like, oh my God, they gonna be sad, they gonna be mad.
I don't know. I didn't give a fuck of how they feel because I was more concerned about myself. But when I said no, it was like, damn, like I can't believe you said no. In my mind, I said like this, like, damn, I can't believe you said
I
no.
can do this more often.
I'm cheering myself on,
Yeah.
like, okay, girl. And so then, and even if I have said no, and I probably have came back and be like, okay, well I can help with X, Y, Z. But I started getting used to being like, no, can't, no, no,
I have to
and no, and then okay,
mean
well
it
then
too.
yeah, and I was standing on business.
I feel so bad after saying no, right? I'll feel bad for like 2 weeks. Like I'm like, oh my God.
Especially
What
when
if
you're
now
the
they
go-to?
now they don't have no cars? Now they're evicted. It's all because of me.
But no, it's not. Why is that?
That's crazy.
Why is that? Because it's
I didn't know what I've been through. All because I said no. Somebody died.
I started removing myself out of other people's
I said no. Somebody
No.
died. I said no. Somebody died. I said no. Somebody
Or
died.
change your circle. You gotta start changing. Miss Boss Lady, she gotta.
I can't change my siblings. That was
Put
weird.
yourself in
Not
the
your
same
sibling, but
situation.
now you
You
need
gonna
to
get the
find
same
out.
stuff.
Well, okay, so what do you think you could have done differently with your
I could have.
What do you think you could
Alright, so
have
my
done
first sibling, my sister, she called me that same night. She called me. She was like, "Hey, after work, come over. I'm a cook. I clean the children. It's going at my other's house." I said, "Okay." I got off work. I called her. I'm like, "I'm a little thing 3 hours later, hey, come over. I found my sister in the garage. I could have been over there. I said, look, maybe she thought to call for help. Like, hey, come over. She kept asking me, come over.
Okay.
My other
So
one,
how did she pass?
in the garage, in her car.
Okay.
My other sister, before that, she was calling me. I was at my job. She was like, hey, Nay, like, she was telling me about how her boyfriend was like a little bit abusive. And she called me one day. She was like, hey, I'm ready to come home. Like, you buy me tickets to come home. I was like, I don't have the money to come home. And I was like, hey, sis, my break is over. Like, I gotta go back to work. She was like, no, come on. Like, I'm ready to come home. Buy the ticket now. I'm like, sis, I gotta go. My break is over. Literally, maybe fucking five hours later, my name called me. Nay, hey, what's up? Your sister, she dead. Like, she got shot. I'm like, she okay? I'm like, oh my God, I should have bought her a ticket now. So then my brother, he was in prison most of my life. 24 years he was in prison. He got out. A week later, he was on the way to the hospital for overdose of heroin. But he was calling me like, hey, they love you. Like, I know I ain't never meant to tell you this. Like, you was young when, you was born, we ain't never really talked. I'm like, we're gonna get together. That one I don't really talk too much bad about. But the other ones, those other 2 siblings, was the closest siblings to me out of like my 10 siblings, because we were close of age. We were close in like the house. We was raised together. So those were the only siblings I was close to. So it kind of felt like different, because I'm the last ones that they spoke to. So if I answered, oh, sis, let me buy you a plane ticket now, maybe shit would have been different. But I had to go to work. The other one, oh no, I was too tired. So now you was calling out for help. The kids are gone, clean the whole house. Now you need help. Oh, come here, come hang out. And I'm like, no. And then 2 hours later, now your daughter found you in the garage. Now I'm over there busting fucking keys and running red lights to come and see you in the garage. Because I didn't come.
So do you realize that we have a born date and we have a death date? You do realize that, right? We do. God already knows our born date, that He put our parents together for us to come into this world, and God knows our death date, and we don't even know. We don't even know it. Ourselves, we don't even know it. Regardless if it's natural causes, regardless if it's suicide, regardless if it's by the hands of somebody else, God already knows what that date is. And there's nothing that you and nobody else can do to change that date when He already has that date. Us sitting right here, we don't know when our day, our time, and how, when it's time for us to go. And we have no control over it. So you can no longer beat yourself up because you was too tired. You have the right to be tired. If you ripping and running and working and everything, you have the right to be tired. If you are at work and family calls, I don't know the full extent to it, but I know at times like my family don't call me at work and I'm busy. I'm like, hey, okay, I gotta call y'all back because I need to focus on what pays my bills. I hear what you're saying. You've been in this predicament before. I don't know if you're a person that been saying she was gonna come home and never came home or came home and went back. You have that right. But you can't.
I've been trying to get them on the phone, like, I'm gonna call you back.
Yeah.
And my parents are just like me, they make everything seem like an emergency. Hey, call me right now. Hey, I was just trying to see if you can make the chicken again tonight. I have to say, hey, call me back ASAP. Like, they make it so extreme.
Right.
But they don't, we don't know what, you know what I'm saying, what they're going through, you know what I'm saying?
They make it
Okay, y'all, this is some good conversation. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to put together a live taping. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put together a live taping. It's not gonna be this month. I gotta work on it. And I want to do a live taping in front of a live audience. We're gonna do it up here. So be prepared for that. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Don't Play With Me podcast. Follow me on all social media at Don't Play With Me PC. And I'm gonna continue to talk to these ladies here. But this was good conversation. That's the next thing we're gonna do. We're gonna do a live taping. I want y'all to tell my people about George. Where you at, George? Come and tell them bye, George. Look at George.
Don't
Look at
play with
George.
me podcast.
Thank y'all for
Thank
tuning in.
you. Tune in.
And we need more feedback from y'all.
Yeah.
More
Let's
feedback.
get this right.
More feedback.
That's George. That's George. You all have a
This
good
is
one.
the boycott.